This video will walk you through how to submit your assignments in Blackboard. So this is for my Elementary Algebra, Calculus 1, and Business Calculus classes. For these courses, you're going to be asked to do some written work out of your textbook and then turn it in through Blackboard. Okay. As mentioned in your syllabus, you will need to submit your assignments as a single PDF file and then upload these to Blackboard. Now, how you get your written assignments digitized is up to you. The nicest way to do this is to take your assignments and scan them into your computer. So you can use a scanning device to do that. Me personally, I use Adobe Acrobat Pro, and basically when you open this up, you'll get a screen that looks something like this. If you go to Create, you can use the scanner to bring in your documents, and I usually just do a custom scan. You'll select your device, and then put in your settings. I would recommend a resolution of about 200 or 300 dpi. That keeps the file size fairly small, but still makes everything legible. Okay, I would do a new document and then hit scan, and it would go ahead and scan them in all my pages. That's one way to do it. Another is to go ahead and just combine your files into a single PDF. So maybe you used a camera or something else to get a picture of your digital, a digital picture of your work. And then you want to combine the files. And what you'll see is something like this, where then you can actually open up your different files. And I'm just going to take some of our flyers that we have for our Math Bridge program, add them all in there, and then combine the files. It'll convert it over to a PDF. Okay, so for example, there would be my flyers. It has all 6 pages to it. If I want, I can use this to reorder the pages. So maybe I want all of these there, and then all of the nameplates at the end. Okay, and then like I said, you can save it, figure out where you want it to save, and go and save it there. Okay. If you don't have Adobe Acrobat, there are many other PDF mergers, and you can do a Google search and actually come up with quite a few of them. Now you can kind of see on here, there's 2 that I've used before, which is the Foxy Utilus Merge PDF and the PDF Split and Merge. But there are many PDF mergers out there. I encourage you, if you don't have Adobe Acrobat, to go ahead and find one. Be aware, some of them are free and will only do a certain number of pages. Some of them will put more watermarks on it. So try it out before you submit your assignment. Okay. Now, when you are writing up your assignment, there are a couple of things you should keep in mind. Okay. And I'm going to pull up a sample assignment that I have on here. Okay, so here's an example of an assignment that's going to be uploaded to Blackboard. Okay, when you're writing out the problems, you should always have your name and the lesson number on there. Doesn't need to be complete first and last name, but at least first initial, last name, and lesson number. You should also have the page number and how many total pages there are. Okay, problems should be written out with the number, which section it's in, some bit of the original problem, and your work should be shown. Okay, and as you can see here, there should be space left between the problems. So if I have any comments, there's room for me to write them. I'll tell you right now, if you submit an assignment that's only answers, you're going to get little to no credit. Part of the reason I have you do written work is so that I can see that you can write out the steps and put things in correct mathematical notation. Okay. If there's not space left, you're probably not going to get a lot of feedback on your assignments. Okay, so I would say make it neat and legible. And as you can see here, all the steps are shown, steps are labeled, problems are worked out completely. The solution is clear and easy to see. Okay, even when the problem gets a little bit more involved. Notice there are definitions of variables. So for word problems that you're given, variables should be defined. Again, page numbers are on there, and the name and lesson number is on each page. Okay. Okay, this one wasn't a very long assignment, and I don't have any other format that's required for these. Like I said, it should be easy to read. I should be able to determine which section and which problem it's in. The problems should be laid out as they're assigned. So I shouldn't have to jump around and try and find the next problem in the homework set. And then once you've got it scanned in, view it and make sure it's exactly what you want it to look like. So your pages should be in order. And again, I should be able to read everything. If it's scanned in and part of the problem is cut off and you submit it like that, it's going to be counted wrong. If I can't find the solution or read the solution, it's counted as wrong. Okay. So once I have my assignment ready to go, I'll go ahead and log into my Blackboard course. And here I just pulled up one of my old courses. Okay, so here I've pulled up a course that I've added myself as a student, and I'm going to do lesson 8. So this is the lesson we were talking about there, and I want to go ahead and submit it. So when you get to your lesson, you'll see something very similar to this. Click on your link, and it'll take you in. It'll have the assignment information at the top, as well as the due date and time. Please make aware of that, and the points. Okay, for the assignment materials, this is where I'm going to submit my assignment. So if you've got a file, which you all should, you should have a single PDF file. I'm going to go ahead and browse my computer and attach that file. Okay, like I said, preview it before you attach it. Okay, once I've attached it, I'm going to hit submit. Okay, if you had any comments on that, so for example, in here we had some questions you were asked to do as well. You can type those comments in, or you can just write them in with your written assignment. I will accept either of them. Okay, and as you can see, it now has my submission. There it is, K. Williams 8 PDF. Okay, it also tells when I submitted it. Please note, when I go to grade your assignments, it'll show me the day and time it was submitted. It'll also tell me if it's late. So if you turn it in, if the assignment is due at 5 p.m. and you turn it in at 5:02, it is 2 minutes late. It gets docked points. If you turn it in the day after, it'll be docked points. So remember, all of your Blackboard assignments are docked 5% for each day they are late. Okay, if it's due at 5 p.m. and you turn it in after 5 p.m., that's considered a day late. Okay, I'm going to click OK. In the My Grades section, when I go in there, I'll be able to see under Lesson 8, there's my submission information. And as you can see, there's a little green exclamation point by it. That means it hasn't been graded yet. After the assignment is graded, if you go back into the My Grades section, so I'll go back down here to our Lesson 8, you'll see that instead of that little green exclamation point, I now see a score in there, and it'll say whatever comments I may have typed in there for you. In most cases, I'll write your comments on your graded assignment, so you may not see anything in this box. Okay. To see your graded work, I can click on the score. Okay, and you'll see in here two different things. One is the file that you submitted to be graded, and then the file that I submitted that is graded. So under the instructor feedback, you'll see your score, any comments I had, and then there's the PDF file which you can open, and you can see my grading on there. Okay. Again, I would recommend looking at these things after you've submitted them and after they've been graded so that you can see where you made mistakes and where you need to go back and review more. Okay. Okay. There's basically how you'll go about submitting your assignments. Like I said, I don't have a preference on how you get your files uploaded into Blackboard. All I ask is that they are legible, clean, and neat. They're in the correct order and labeled, so meaning not only with your name but also with page numbers. And then that they are submitted as a single PDF file. In order to grade these, I should not have to download 6 or 7 different files just to get your assignment. Please make sure it's a single PDF. And again, if you need to download a merger, there's plenty of them out there that work. Or again, if you've got Adobe Acrobat Pro, you can use that to combine files or to scan in and do it. Again, most scanners nowadays have multiple page capabilities so that you can put in the 6 or 7 page document and scan it in as a single file. Okay. At this point, you should be good to go for your assignments and should be able to upload them into your Blackboard courses. If you have questions, please let me know. Again, you can get a hold of me by email and get your questions asked and answered. Please do not wait till the last minute to get your assignments uploaded. Use your schedules and your calendars to make sure you know when the due dates are and try to get them in prior to that. That way, if there are any technological problems, it's not going to make you submit your assignment late. Okay.